Good afternoon, Year 3, and welcome to your final home learning science lesson. Next week, you're going to be back with us in the classroom, which is going to be great fun. So, we're on to our next topic for science, and that is forces. So, do you know what a force is? Are there two types of forces? If you want to pause the video and have a little think or a discussion with anybody that is with you, that would be brilliant. Okay, right, let's get on with the show. So, a force is a push or pull acting on an object as a result of the object's interaction with another object. So let's just have a look. She hits the ball and the ball moves. So forces can make objects stop or start moving. So this was a force that made the object start moving. So what we're going to do now is we're just going to watch a clip showing the effects of forces on different objects. While you are watching, can you make notes of any examples of pushes or pulls that you see? Hopefully this works. Go. Okay, so lots and lots of examples there for you to look at. Let's get back to where we need to be. There we go. I'll press the right buttons. Okay, so hopefully you've got some examples written down. So did you spot these examples of pulling forces? The rower pulls the oar because he pulls it back to him. The tug of war teams pull the rope because they're pulling it to try and get the other team to get the to come closer to them. The catapult is pulled back for it then to go flying. The string of the bow is pulled back. Sorry if my hand was in the way of the thing there. The string of the bow is pulled back and then released. Pulling the sled, so the dogs were pulling the sled, and the bell ringers pull the ropes so that they can ring the bell. Did you spot these examples of pushing forces? The runner's feet push off the ground. A person pushes the piano keys down. Dong, 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 dong. The hockey stick pushes the ball. Now we've spoken about this because we know all about hockey. The golf club pushes the ball. The bat pushes the ball. And the woman pushes the pram to wheel along. So they're all types of forces. So what I would like you to do now is to think of an action that shows how forces move objects. You could choose an action from the clips you watched earlier, or think of your own. And I want you to have a go at reenacting them. And freeze frame as well. So if you've got someone at home, just say, can I just borrow you for a second? Can you just watch this action and test them and see if they think they can get it as a push or pull? So I'm going to just get you to pause the video in just a moment. I'm going to do one, and I want you to tell me if it's a push or pull action. Right, imagine, I thought I had it here already, no? Imagine I am brushing my hair. What action is that? What action am I doing? I'm pushing the brush through my hair. Okay, right, pause the video and have a go at a couple of those actions and see if anyone gets them. Okay, right, moving on. Nice and quick this lesson today. You are going to complete your pushing and pulling activity sheet to identify the pushing and pulling forces acting on the different objects. So, we've got the definition of a force, a push and pull force, which you can make something start or stop moving when you push or pull it. So your activity has some pictures of children using pushing and pulling forces. You need to write down push or pull in the force box, and then you need to tell me, does the force cause something to start or stop moving? So in the second box you need to write start or stop. So if we have a look at the first question, then there is somebody on the swing and somebody else is pushing them because they're being pushed on the swing. Now, does that start or stop the action? They're being pushed on the swing for the swing to start swinging. They're going to be starting the action, aren't they? And then there is an extra box at the bottom which says, when you kick a football, what type of force do you use? Can you describe other sports and activities that involve pushing or pulling? So in that blue box down at the bottom, you just need to tell me some other sports and activities that involve pushing or pulling. Okay, right, if you can pause the video here and complete that activity and then come back to me, we have a game of bingo to play. So pause the video now, complete that activity, let me know how you get on, and then we'll play a game of bingo. For the game of bingo, you're going to need a scrap piece of paper and a pencil. Okay, right, let's play forces bingo. So you need to split your whiteboard or scrap piece of paper into 3 columns and 3 rows. And I want you to write the words push or pull to fill in the boxes. I'm going to be showing you on the PowerPoint some cards that you need to decide whether the force shown by the arrow on each card is a pulling force or a pushing force. If it is a pulling force, you can cross it out, one of the pull boxes on your bingo card. If it is a pushing force, you can also cross out one of the push boxes. And then the first person to have a line crossed out should shout bingo, because they are the winner. Now, obviously if you're at home, I will not be able to hear you, but you can tell me how many pictures I had to show you before you got bingo on Discord, which would be really lovely to hear from you. Okay, are we all ready? We're all ready and set? Ready for our game of bingo? Let's get it started. So the first one is going to be playing on the swing. Now notice what that green arrow is doing. Is that a push or pull? Be nice me not having to tell you, so I'm going to keep my lips sealed. Okay, ready for the next one? Brushing hair. Ooh, I'm now thinking about this. I said push, didn't I? I suppose with my fingers No, I said push and it's not push. Naughty Miss B, it's pull, because I'm pulling my fingers through my hair, and if I have a hairbrush, I will be pulling it through. If I was pushing it, it would be going up into my face. Oh, Slap on the wrist for me. Naughty. Well, I have given you that one. It is a ball. Okay. Pressing, ding dong, the button on the doorbell. Look at the arrow. Okay, next one. Weeding the garden. Make sure you're looking at those arrows. Now, if you are amazing and have already got a line on your bingo card or on your sheet, then you can carry on with this and see if you can get a full house. Ooh. Firing a bow. Firing a bow. I've actually fired a bow when I went on a residential with my old school. We were firing bows. Walking with a pram. So they're walking with a pram, pushing it along. So when you're doing these, you might want to act them out as well. I'm going to stop. Soaring wood. So when you're soaring wood, make sure you're following the arrow for this one. Okay, next question. Next one. Kicking the ball. Kicking the ball. Fastening a zip. So when you fasten a zip, what are you doing? Rowing a boat. Rowing a boat. And then the last one is walking with a trolley. Walking with a trolley. So I hope you all got at least a bingo, and I wonder if any of you got a full house either. So that would be interesting to find out as well. Not just how long it took you to get the line of bingo, but also a bingo of full house. I hope you're looking forward to your next couple of science lessons, being at school, doing forces. I like forces. I think it's a great topic of science to do. We get to do lots of experiments, which will be brilliant. So, have a lovely evening. Get some rest, ready for Tuesday's lessons, and I will see you all tomorrow for your English. Goodbye, Year 3.